Hey, what's going on, man? This is Will Z Titwell with Speak Up Z. You're now tuned in to Z Speaks only on the Influence Radio. And this is the podcast designed to inspire, inform, encourage, and motivate the everyday innovators, creators, and movers and shakers. And before we even get into a recap, before we even introduce today's topic, man, we got something very special for y'all today at the end of today's episode, man. And I hope you guys don't miss it, all right? But before we get in today, last week we talked about a topic of leaving a legacy, right? Because, and we use that analogy, rest in peace to Kobe Bean, man. But we talked about how, what made him such a legend, the things that he did that we consider him to be that legend, how he touched so many people and impacted so many lives of some people that never even met him. And the reason why that is rather, is because not only was he so focused on investing in himself, but the things that he invested in himself and the products of those things that he invested, he gave right back to the world. And when you do that, man, you can change the life of so many people, including yours. And so we just wanted to stress the importance and the benefits of, like you said, man, not only investing in yourself, but and saving some of that time and energy you give to everybody else for yourself. But once you do that, how are you investing that back into other people? How are you using your gift to help other people find theirs? How are you working on your legacy? So today, man, we're gonna go in a little bit different direction. And so today's topic is entitled, "Where are you headed?" Right? Because if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I gave that analogy talking about how I kind of compare life to like this race. And in this race of life, we all running towards the same thing. And what is that? That's the finish line. That's our purpose. That's our dream. That's our goals and all these different things, right? And see, the reason why everybody is running towards this finish line, why everybody's trying to get to this place in their life, because everybody has a dream. Everybody has a goal. Everybody has this destination that they're trying to reach in their life. Like, for instance, for me, I want to be one of the best speakers, best philanthropists. I want to be one of the top guys in the field that I'm in. That's my destination I'm trying to reach. See, but the thing about it is that anybody can dream the dream. Anybody can have a goal, but see, a lot of people figure out how hard it's going to be, like how lonely it is, like how sometimes you may not sleep, all the sacrifices you got to make. Sometimes you may not eat. Like how you may give it everything you got, invest all you have, and still may lose it all. When you find out there's going to be certain people that you thought would believe in you and they don't. Those times when you struggle to believe in yourself. See, when people realize they have to go through all those things with their dream, a lot of people stop dreaming. You see, but the thing that's even worse than that is that not only do a lot of people stop dreaming, is that a lot of people have this destination that they want to reach. A lot of people have this place that they want to go, but they never took the time to make the roadmap, or they never took the time to make the plan of how it is they're going to get to that finish line, of how they're going to get to that destination. And that's scary. You see, but the thing about it is that I want to ask you a question. What's your plan? And the thing you may want to ask me is that, Z, why is having a plan so important? Why is that the focus of your topic today? And I want to put it to you like this. Think about it like this, right? Imagine you going on a trip to a place that you've never been before, right? You traveling to this destination. More than likely, what's that thing that you're going to use to get you to that place? A GPS, right? Or a phone, or a map, or the road signs. Because when you use that GPS, this GPS has downloaded a route. This GPS has downloaded a plan to get you to that place that you're trying to go. But I want you to think about it on the other side of things. Imagine if you were still trying to go to that same place, but you had no GPS. You had no phone, you had no map, you had nobody helping you in the passenger seat, no sense of direction. What do you think is going to happen? Eventually, you're going to get lost. Eventually, you're going to make a wrong turn. So I want to ask you this. What do you think is going to happen when you have this destination that you're trying to go to in life? This place that you're trying to be at in life. and you have no roadmap and no plan as how you're going to get there, eventually you're going to get lost. And even worse, you may never get to that destination that you're trying to reach. You may never get to that beautiful place. And for a lot of people, that scares me. So let me put it in layman's terms. You may have this business you want to start, but if you never create the plan, you may never get there. You may be trying to get this degree, but if you never create the plan, you'll never get there. You say you want this career in music or art or whatever the case may be, and you never made the plan, you may never get there. And that's scary. See, but the thing about it is that, see, that there's either one or two type of people, right? See, there are either those people that have the plan, wrote down the plan, made the New Year's resolution and all those type of things, but they never execute. You see, or those type of people that may have the best work ethic in the world, but they never took the first step and they just never wrote down the vision and made it plain. And that's biblical, right? And so I want you to understand what happens when you don't have a plan, when you don't make the plan, right? I was doing some research and I looked it up and I found, and I was talking about this study that they did at Harvard, where they took a group of people and they put them into a room. And it said out of that whole group of people, only 3% of those people actually wrote down their dreams and their goals and made a plan as to how they were going to accomplish those things. And so they let a couple years go by and they checked in with those same group of people that they had in that room, right? And that 3% of people made 10 times more money than the other 97%. And why do you think that is? It's not because they were smarter than them. It's not because they were more talented. It's not because they were better than them or nothing like that. It's because they never took the time to figure out how they were going to get to the things that they claimed they wanted out of life. So when people ask me, Z, why are you so passionate about helping people start their business? Why do you help people start their companies and bring their ideas for their community or whatever the case may be to life for such a cheap price? Because that thing and that dream and that goal you got, that business you want to start, that thing you want to do, the world needs that. But the world may never get it if you never take the time to write down the vision and make it plain. You may never get to that destination. Why? Not because you're not talented, not because you don't have a gift, not because you're not good at what you do, because you never took time to make the plan to see how you're going to get there. You see, and don't get it twisted that me talking about this plan is making people believe that just because you write the plan out, that everything is going to be perfect, because that's not the case. Yeah, you still gonna fail. Yeah, you still gonna have some struggles. Yeah, things are still not gonna go your way. Yeah, you still gonna have some failures. Yeah, people still not gonna believe in you, even with the plan. But isn't that just kind of how it is? Taking that trip, there's still gonna be roadblocks. There's still gonna be detours. There's still gonna be traffic. You still gonna have to pull over sometimes. But the fact that you have that plan, at least you know you're going the right way, trying to get to where you're going. So again, I ask you this question, man. What's your plan? Where are you headed? Because you can dream all day, you can have the goal all day long, but did you ever take the time to make the roadmap to figure out how you're going to get to that destination that you're trying to get to? Where you headed? So if you didn't take anything else from today's topic, the most important thing I want you to understand is that anybody can dream a dream. Having a dream, having a goal, having this destination you want to reach is a cool thing. That's only the first step. That's the easy part. But did you ever take the time to actually build the business plan? Did you ever take the time to actually write those dreams and goals down and make them tangible? Did you actually put it down and make the vision plain? Because if you don't, all you do is make your journey that much harder. Man, this is Z with Z Speaks, but we're not done yet. All right. We're going to do something a little different today. So we're going to start this segment that we call Ask Z. And it's just where I let my followers, I let, all the creatives and the business minded and those type of people out there just send in different questions via Twitter, Instagram. It might even be a text message I get. It might be something that you send to Jazz, the best producer in the world, whatever the case may be. And we're going to take those questions and I'm just going to simply answer them on here for you guys to listen when you tune into the episode. Okay. So I'm gonna just chime in with a couple questions that I got from the last couple of weeks and answer them. So this first one is from Twitter, and this is from @AndScene. So she asked the question. She said that Z, I'm in the beauty industry, looking to broaden my business. She said I've already started, but I'm struggling on keeping the audience entertained and stepping out of my comfort zone. Okay, so and scene, man, that's first of all, that's a great question. And you in a first of all, you're in a great industry, because there's room for everybody to eat in the beauty industry. That's never gonna die, right? But when you start talking about keeping your audience entertained, you just gotta try things. You gotta be creative and understand that everything won't work that you put out there when it comes to content and when it comes to trying to engage your audience. But you'll never know what works if you limiting yourself on what it is that you try. Man, show the people just how personable you are. Show them every piece of your personality, and then figure out how can I tie in my business to my personality to make, because what people don't understand is that people are not really buying the product, they buying the person that's selling the product. What type of influence are you having on those people, and how are you showing that through your social media, through your content? Because when you do that, people are automatically gravitate to the authentic and natural you. So all I really want to say to that, man, is just be you, right? Be you, show them who you are, be creative, keep trying things, even if it doesn't work, even if it doesn't get a lot of engagement. That doesn't mean you stop trying different things. Stop limiting yourself. And the other part about stepping out of your comfort zone, nothing you want in life, nothing that God has for you is going to be in that comfort zone. And if you really want to make it to that destination that you're trying to get to, which is being, I'm guessing, one of the top people in that industry, eventually you're going to have to leave it, or you may miss out on everything that God has in store for you. So step out of that comfort zone and start being a little uncomfortable. And that's when you'll see everything change for your life. But understand that it won't happen overnight. But if you keep trying, if you keep challenging yourself and you keep going and you keep being uncomfortable and understanding that it's okay to feel that way and everything won't pop, eventually it will. So thank you so much for sending in that question, man. And so the next one I have is from at MAKADAAA. So I'm guessing that's like Makita, maybe. At Makita on Twitter. She said, "Hey Z." She said, "I'm starting up my own swimsuit business and ran across your post, so I wanted to reach out to you." She said, "I'm currently struggling trying to research the best material and manufacturers as well as how to budget for it." She said, "What resources work best for you, or research platforms?" She said, "I've used Google, Bing, YouTube, and social media." She said, "And another thing was, I want to invest my all, but I'm a little scared of the risk." She said, "How did you secure your stability, and what pushed you to really take that leap?" And she said, "Thank you in advance for taking the time out to read this if you do." Well, first of all, thank you for even sending in the question, love. So, with that first thing, talking about, struggling just to research the best material and things like that, first of all, I'm going to say just keep researching, right? And who are those like-minded individuals in your circle, within your network, that you can connect to that do similar things? You see, because a lot of times we had this vision and we had this goal and this thing we want to do, and we try to keep it to ourselves and we don't share it with people because we see them as a competitor. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying share your dream and your goal with everybody. I remember I said that before. Don't do that. But those people that have no type of ill intention towards you, or you trust have no ill intention, who are those people that you can reach out to and get advice from? Because more than likely, the people you seeing as a competitor is the main person that may be willing to help you. So people that's in that industry doing what you're doing, who can I talk to? Who can you talk to and ask for that type of advice? Because they may already be trying to have something that you're trying to find. And if you don't have anybody in your network that you can talk to about something like that, then I suggest you find a new network. What events can you go to? What things can you go to? What people do you need to connect to on social media? I got some of the best friends I've met yet just from social media. So who do you need to connect to? Who do you need to put in your circle to have those type of boss-minded conversations with, to get the things that you're looking for, right? And I guarantee you, between you researching, between you having those word of mouth conversations, between you being on Twitter and just researching on there, and being on Instagram researching there, I guarantee you're gonna find what it is you're looking for. So who's in your circle, right? Who's in your network? Who do you need to talk to and to get that information? Because the main people you may be seeing as a competitor and not wanting to share that vision with is the main person that may be willing to help you. Because what a lot of people don't understand is that the most valuable thing you could ever have is investing in other people. and getting those people and investing in you. And the strength of your network is the strength of everything else around you, period. Right. And the part about, in the second part of that question, he said, how did you secure your stability and what pushed you to really take that leap? To be honest with you, sweetheart, when it comes to entrepreneurship, there is no stability. That's why a lot of people can't do it. You create the stability. And I want you to understand that it's scary. You know what I mean? That there is, because there is no safety net. You have to create the opportunity. You have to create the cash flow. You have to create the income. You have to make sure you put food on the table from your own ideas and your own platform that you created with your hard work. And there's nothing stable about. But if you really think about it, is anything really stable? That job you have today could be gone at any moment. They could fire you today. That business could go out of bit. That company could go out of business right now. So when you say what made me take that leap is I just got tired. I got tired of using my gift and my talents and the things that I was great at and giving that to other people. And instead of when I could have been giving it to my own dreams and goals, trading away from myself through something that I built. So if you're looking for stability, baby, entrepreneurship is not for you because there is none. You have to create it. You have to make a way every day. And what you made yesterday doesn't matter what you got to make today. You got a whole new quota to meet for the day. So if you really love it and you're really passionate about what it is you say you want to do, then understand there is no stability. But if you work and you bust your ass at it, you can create the stability. All right. So thank you so much for that question. And the last one that we're gonna do for today, she said, "How do I gain exposure on social media?" And this is from my good friend Tierra on Instagram. And so, T, you already know that there is no formula, no algorithm for this because I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I'm not just the most popping person on social media yet, right? But I have some things that do really well and I have some things that don't really well and some things that I think should do well that don't do well. But when it comes to gaining exposure on social media, I think truly, I don't think some people understand the true potential of social media. That is for more than just posting pictures and trying to say deep things on Twitter and all those different type of things. Who are you connecting with on these different things? Who are you having conversations with? Who are you collaborating with? You know what I mean? What type of content are you posting that makes people want to engage with you? So that goes back to that first question, man. Just creating things that really show your true personality that makes people want to engage, and then you engaging with other people. Because, like you said, the bigger your network, the stronger your network, the better chance you have at getting that exposure that you're looking for. So same thing with you is coming out of that shell, coming out of that comfortability zone, and using social media for the true power that it contains, and that's so much more than what a lot of people give it credit for. You feel me? So yeah, yeah, just showing your creativity, showing how amazing you are as a person, and connecting with anybody that's willing to listen, having a bond with those people, and collaborating with anybody that's really put in work. And I guarantee you, man, your brand and that idea and that vision that you have will go to a whole nother level. So, man, I just want to say thank you to all those people that called in those questions. And I want you to take the time, man. Follow me on Instagram at SpeakUpZee. Follow me on Twitter at SpeakUpZ. Same exact thing. And man, and sending those questions, you're gonna see me posting, asking you guys to ask me questions and do those different things. And you never know, I might be answering your question next week, only on Z Speaks on the Influence Radio. All right, I love y'all, man. Peace.